Greetings, internet peeps. It's Tashlan here, and starting a brand new Creativerse series in a brand new world. I haven't moved. This is exactly where I've spawned. I have nothing. It's starting from scratch, and I think that's going to be quite good because before, what I've been doing is sort of showing you a fait accompli, and that's meant for me an awful lot of work in the background, and I've kind of gotten to the stage with it where it's like, well, I can't present it because it's not perfect, and then I realize that I'm spending a lot of time worrying about what I'm not doing rather than actually just doing. So we are going to discover things together, and we're going to explore this world. And I know red mushrooms are important. I've still got my touchstone on me. I can't even remember if I set this so that recipes carry over, and no, they don't, which is great because it's sometimes nice to learn things right from the beginning. So let's grab some more mushrooms here. This is my first Creativerse video of the year. And as I said in my update video, if anybody's seen that, there's been quite a few changes in my life, and even as of yesterday there's another new change. Now I can hear the keeper, but there's no point me chasing after him at the moment because I don't even have a weapon, which seems like a good thing. So if we look here, let's see what it would take to craft a weapon. We need some cragwood and we need some vines. So let's let that be our first objective. There's cragwood all over the place, but let's try and see if we can find cragwood with vines. That's killing two birds with one stone, as it were, and we also will be exploring by doing this. And if you look at the map, see if we can look at the broader view. That's where we are, and that's what we know of our world. So we don't know much at the moment, but we will. Come on, vines. Usually when you first spawn into a new world, unless you spawn into a world where players have set the spawn point, you definitely will find yourself in a relatively calm area, and you'll find yourself in one that's great for getting your basic resources. And this is where we're at now, and here we go. Vines and cragwood. And you see, we don't even have a proper sort of mining glove yet, so everything is very slow. And if you're used to having, top end equipment, this is kind of, wow, it's a retrograde step. But okay, so I think we've gathered enough now. Nope, we still need more cragwood. Got enough vines, but we don't have enough cragwood. So let's grab a little bit more here. We now have enough to craft ourselves a sword. Great. Now that should open up so that we can craft the next best sword, which will be this one. We have to collect some bone and we have to mine some stone, which tells me we probably need to make a mining cell. So again, we need some cragwood. So, well, oh, look at this. As if by magic. And yes, while we're grabbing some wood here, the changes in my life, I've talked about the new little kittens, but yesterday we got a new member of the family as well. He is 7 years old. His name is Charlie, and he's half Labrador and half Dalmatian. And he's sitting here next to me wondering why I'm talking to myself. He can't quite understand why Mummy would do that. But he's a brilliant companion. He's great out when we go for walks. Problem is that the cats don't share that opinion. They kind of think this is a big monster that's been brought into the house, and they don't like it, so they're under the couch sulking at the moment. I was going to grab that moss, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this so that I don't have a tree floating in space. We will need moss. I don't know if you can actually hear, that's Charlie talking to me there. It's like, Mum, you're a bit daft here. But we're going to get used to each other, and it's a learning curve for both of us. So I think now we can build our wood mining cell. So ta-da! Wonderful. So the next one we're going to want is a stone mining cell. So to do that, we're going to want to extract coal and to craft an extractor. So to do that, we're going to need a processor. So that means to unlock our processor, we now need to mine some stone. Okay. So as you can see, when you're first starting out, everything, it is a progression. You start off with the basics and you build up from there. This is an ideal time to explore your surroundings and have a good look around. I sometimes make the mistake of, I see other people, what other people have done, and go, hey, I want to build that. And I tend to forget to do the basics first. So this is not a tutorial, but it is, you guys are going to sort of discover with me how to do the very basics and how to build up and how to get your equipment and so on and so forth. And oh, did I spot some? Yeah, here we go. So as you can see, what I was saying earlier about when you first spawn in, you usually spawn somewhere where there's resources. I'm going to want that. So you don't have to go very far before you actually find what you're looking for. And I'm going to go up here. Try not to dig silly little holes everywhere. Oh, look at this, you see? I've discovered a new area as well. Okay, so we'll come along here now and we will mine some stone. And already you see it cropped up there that my process is ready to unlock. So if we go here, unlock the processor. That's not crafting it, that's just unlocking it. And we need one more stone if we wish to craft it. So let's just jump around randomly and look like a fool, because that's what we do. Oh dear. So I tend to, when I'm gathering resources, oh sorry, that will be my best friend texting me, because he's as excited as I am about the pets, and he's a great friend. But when I say, I'm going to be busy for a little while, please don't text, he will be, okay, I won't text you. Oh, by the way, it's like, what was it about don't text that didn't sink in? Yeah, I love him to bits, wouldn't change him for the world. Okay, now rambling on. We can now craft a processor. So we will do that. And that will allow us to now unlock an extractor. So we're going to unlock the extractor. And you'll see we will now need stone slabs and wood slabs. And we will get those using our processor. So I think you can see how each little step that you take, it naturally leads you on to the next one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down my processor, And we will make ourselves a couple of stone slabs. Let's do a whole row, shall we? And we'll use the ashen wood. We'll do a whole row of those so we can get some extractors, because I think if you remember, if we want to craft this, we need to unlock this, so we need to craft an extractor, and we need to extract coal. Without the extractor, we can't extract coal. So to do that, we need to process these slabs. That felt like a lot. Of course, we need to find coal, and I think, here we go. This is what a coal block looks like. So we've found our wood, we've found stone, we've done a little bit of crafting already, and this is just our first day. So we're doing rather well. We have mushrooms, and that's if we have, you know, some fisticuffs, if something attacks us. We might lose health, so, or if we fall, and I'm rather good at falling. It's an art form, I promise you. So if we take damage, whatever the reason, mushrooms are a good way of recovering that. So let's see. Okay, we'll let it finish that, and it comes up that we've discovered a wood slab and a stone slab. So let's have a look now. Can we craft an extractor? We can craft a couple. So let's get that done. We'll let that processor continue, because it's going to take a little bit of time for our extractor to extract this coal. So click there and we'll extract, and it's actually shown me, you've probably noticed it as well, that there's more than one block of coal here. So if I pull this out, I can slap my other extractor on there. There is one behind that, but we don't have any more extractors. So let's pop down here, and we'll collect all of that from our processor. So that means we can now craft, and we will just go mad with the process, with the extractors there. So we'll bounce up here to where we're getting our coal, and we'll pull back. I'm so used to a much more efficient glove than this, but we will get there, my friends, we will get there. So there we go. Oh, look at this, we're doing well. We'll have lots of coal, and coal has quite a few uses. Use it for torches and to craft other things. So we're slowly but surely building ourselves up the crafting ladder. I think, I mean, we've got trees, and this might not be a bad place for a temporary first base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down, I got all dizzy and confuzzled then. I'm going to put down my little teleporter pad, touchstone. Get the right words there, Tash, what you on about. And this will mean that if I go adventuring, it doesn't matter. I mean, we've got a map, but if I die or whatever else, I've got a place where I'm going to respawn next to all of my goodies. So this might not be where we're going to decide to build our final base. I can't speak. I did learn how to do it once. But this is not a bad place just for starters. So you can see now the extractors are finished. So we can get this coal. You can either right click or press F. I find pressing F I find it quicker somehow. Right, so now we've extracted some coal. That should have unlocked the next glove. And there we go. Tick, 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 unlock. And now it gives us a list of things that we need to be able to craft the stone mining cell. And you will need the stone mining cell to go down a layer in your mining. You know, we can do stone at the moment. This will allow us to do things like bedrock and so on and so forth. It's also slightly quicker. And we'd like to get to the quickest glove as quickly as possible, wouldn't we? So what do we need? Well, we've got enough coal. We need some more wood slabs. Well, we can process that, no problem. We also need to find some yellow flowers. And if I remember correctly, yellow flowers you will find on cragwood, red flowers on ashenwood, and blue flowers are on the wood's name that is escaping my mind at the moment. We're next to one, so I will show you. I just love it when the brain derps like that. Okay, so we'll let our processor do that, and I will show you. What is this called? Elderwood. I knew it. So that's where you'll find your blue flowers. You see, there's the red ones. But what we're looking for now, we need to find a cragwood. And we weren't too far from a big forest of cragwoods, were we? So let's go back over here and see if we can't find ourselves some flowers. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up here because we need to be kind of at the tops of the trees. Is I'm going to glide, and we're going to gain some altitude here, and then we're going to pop ourselves onto the top of this tree right next to, there we have it, a yellow flower. Yay! Now the glider, that is something that comes if you go Creativerse Pro. If you don't want to go Pro, and that's perfectly fine, then you would have to climb up the tree the hard way. But I've got a glider. Why would I do the hard way? I may be a bit derpy, but I'm not daft. Right, so we've got ourselves a few yellow flowers. And let's get another one there. I'm also, while we're up here, going to get some of this beeswax because I've played this game a couple of times before, maybe. And I know that they come in handy. Can I get that blue flower as well? You have to be quite opportunistic when gathering because you do need these resources, so might as well get them. Right, now for quickness, I'm just going to teleport back to my teleporter. And this is the reason why I put that touchstone down. Is, you can adventure out as far as you like, and you don't have to worry that, I can't get back home in time. Right, so all we need now is, me losing my voice, is we will now pick up our slabs. And I think, yes, so now we can craft a stone mining cell. Now we'll go to our bag and you'll see that our wood mining cell is equipped. So we'll right click and unequip that, and we will equip the strongest cell. So we're already getting better. So what we need to do is we'll need to think about improving our sword now, and we also need to think about getting ourselves some armor. Because we will have to fight, and the sooner we can get armor, the better. So how would we go about getting armor? What do we need? So let's have a look here. That's too far. So we'll be going for leather. We've already done the first bit. We've crafted a wooden sword, but now we need to collect leather, and this is what we need to have a breastplate first. So we look here, what are the requisites for this? Well, we need leather and we need bone. Well, that's fine because we need bone for the sword as well. So this would be the basic thing. We would have to get pixies and I think not necessarily so much leafies, but definitely pixies. We're going to need to have a little bit of a fight so we can get the basic armor. And that's the same with the pauldrons and with the leggings. So we've got a goal. We're going to have to go and incite some fisticuffs. We have ourselves a sword. We've started our basic crafting, and it's starting to get dark. This has taken us just 20 minutes into the game, and it already feels like we're making a pretty good start. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to wish you all the best, and we're going to see where this series takes us. We're going to take it step by step, build up. As I say, it's not a tutorial, it's just me playing the game from the beginning and taking you along on the ride, and let's just have fun. And if you've got any suggestions, any advice, I'm always open to that. By all means, bung it in the comments. Yes, I am working on not saying as well, but it's probably not going to be the fastest learning curve. So, until next time, this is me signing out. You know, I love you loads. Peace out, peeps.